All right, guys. Hey, welcome. We're recording WrestleMania XL 40. That's all kayfabe. No, we we just finished WrestleMania. It's a long week of so much stuff that went down. We were just talking about it a little bit, and I don't know. There's just so much to cover. We're not gonna cover it all tonight. We're just gonna talk about
Yeah.
maybe we're talking about the Hall of Fame. We're gonna talk about WrestleMania, the event itself. But yeah, wouldn't you say that, Gabe? You saw a lot of the wrestling stuff that went down, right?
Fucking, I am so drained out from wrestling. It's like Lorenzo said, we're recording this right after night two of WrestleMania,
hmm
and I think we both agreed before we recorded that we are going to talk about everything else wrestling related, maybe on the next episode because it'll lead into it eventually.
hmm
But just strictly, we're gonna talk about like WWE WrestleMania because obviously that's like the big story of the week.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, WrestleMania week. That's what they call it, man.
dude, it was a whole week, and I thought,
Shit.
for one, I thought, okay, it's gonna be at least the weekend, right? That's cool. But I mean, it was all the way from Monday, and then Friday was all day things. You had what? SmackDown, the Hall of Fame, fucking Saturday and Sunday was literally all day because you had
Mm-hmm.
like morning press conferences and then the
And then
Slammy.
you had a takeover too, NXT.
Oh yeah, did you see any of that? I didn't see any of that.
I saw parts of it, and honestly, I think there was a match of the year contender. Like
What,
in
Braun
that,
Breaker?
no, dude. First off, Braun Breaker is a fucking star. That guy is fantastic.
He is.
No,
Yes.
you ever heard of the guy named Oba Femi?
No.
He's the new North American champion. I think he's like I think he's from Nigeria, but big fucking Nigerian dude. Just like his theme song's just like oh, and I'm just like, oh yeah, man, I'm fucking feeling this, man.
From
And
the Yeezus album, the Kanye
dude,
West.
that's the black skinhead. I'll play it real quick. I'm just kidding.
No,
Uh,
I know you're like a you know more about NXT because you followed that a lot longer than I have, and
mhm.
I don't know, I just never watched it. Never. Not saying I wouldn't be into it. I'm sure they're doing badass things now. Like I keep
Mhm.
hearing praise from the Shawn Michaels and the people that are coming up from it, obviously. But yeah, I don't nearly follow it as well as you had followed it. I remember you'd always talk about it.
Man, it's good, but it's like I'm gonna be like that hardcore wrestling fan to say like the black and gold era was better. Um, but no, it was just a good weekend of wrestling, but a fucking long weekend of
Dude,
wrestling.
there was a lot, and
It was a fucking lot.
I'll say we can go do first here is the Hall of Fame because that was right after SmackDown on Friday. And
Did
did
you
you watch
catch
the Hall of
this?
Fame? Yeah, I did. Did you watch it?
I saw a couple clips, and I just know one quote from it. You can suck my fucking dick.
I dude, the mistake they made, and I'm sure you've read it all over Twitter probably, was that they put
Yes,
Paul Heyman first.
that was so
And
weird.
yeah,
I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, it's already finishing. But then they went to like, I forgot how to pronounce the name. Bull New Kamiko?
Bull Nakano, I think it's
Nakano.
Nakano.
Nakano, there you go. And I went to her, and then Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali was probably like one of the last ones, right?
It was
If,
weird the way they did this, and I thought, man, they're gonna let Heyman talk. Well, they let him talk as long as he wanted to. So I was like, man, it's gonna take away from everyone else's time. They're gonna have to shorten the shit out of themselves. But they really didn't shorten anyone else out. So
how, how long
yeah,
was Paul Heyman's speech?
dude, it felt long. It felt like at least 30. It felt like 30 minutes. It probably was
Fucking
less, but
shit.
it felt long. And did you watch his speech? It was real good.
I saw parts of it saying that he's a Paul Levesque guy, saying like he was just going fucking off, right? Like smoking,
Yeah,
talk about smoking weed, talk about like everyone can suck his dick and whatever. And
he was saying how he's been canceled 100 times, but he's always back 101. and
Hmm.
he kept mentioning Brock Lesnar. He mentioned him like 2 or 3 times. Yeah,
Wow,
and
that's
you could
crazy.
if you see videos like from other angles when he mentions Brock Lesnar, you see Cody Rhodes look at Triple H like that, like they he looks at him like,
You
oh shit,
did it.
that Tom scream,
Leave me alone.
ah, but
Paul. Ah.
ah, but yeah, he kept mentioning Brock Lesnar to
That's
the point
fucking
where
crazy.
I know, and then this is stuff we're gonna have to later talk about, but I think after night one of WrestleMania, they asked, or at some event, they asked Triple H about Brock Lesnar, and he's like, "Oh, we haven't, cut ties with Brock Lesnar. He's probably just doing whatever Lesnar things he does wherever he does them." But he didn't ignore the question. He was like, "No, we're open to having Brock Lesnar back." Like you could
Just
tell.
like kind of being straight up and not giving out like too much information, you know?
Yeah, but it wasn't like
Yeah.
a Tony Khan. I can't answer that. Next question, or they didn't
I can't
avoid
answer
it.
that, but we sold 82,000 tickets. Next question, please.
It's great. It's great.
It's a good
Uh,
question. Next question.
and but yeah, the Paul Heyman speech like went real long, and then it felt like everyone left, and after that, because you had Alundra Blaze come out talk about Bull Nakano, and
Hmm.
it sucked because like no one was cheering for like Alundra Blaze or Bull
Hmm.
Nakano. It was all quiet.
Man.
Um, who was next? I think it was like Muhammad Ali, and everyone was quiet too. And then during the Muhammad Ali one, they gave The Rock a belt, the People's Champ belt. So it was like,
Yes. Hmm.
so it was like that whole Muhammad Ali thing was just to give The Rock a belt to have. Like
Yeah.
I
Who
was like,
was it
was
that
this
gave it to him?
AEW? Uh, Muhammad Ali's daughter or something,
uh,
or I
oh,
don't know.
how was it? Leslie Ali or Lisa Ali, something like
I
that.
don't know. I don't think it was his daughter. It was like someone that like handled his estate, maybe his late wife or his early wife, not his late wife, like she's dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just for that. And then The Rock came out and honored his own mother or whatever. And then
Hmm.
IRS was cool with
Oh man, the
whatever.
show was breaking my heart.
Yeah, and then that Thunderbolt Patterson, his speech was pretty cool because you could
Hmm.
tell he was just like going off like a sermon, like tell me, give me an amen, amen. Like he brought the crowd back to
Oh,
life.
that's cool, man.
And then real quick, did you watch the Bray Wyatt documentary?
Dude, I fucking cried my eyes out.
It
I
was it
did
was
see it.
good. It was good. Like I said, I've said this before. I don't really like the wrestling he's done, but he
Mhm.
does do a lot of good things. He looked like from everyone, no one had anything bad to say about him.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when they had that teaser, I was like, "What the fuck? Oh, this is just a teaser for his kid, for Uncle
Yeah.
Howdy or whatever." I was like, "Oh,
Uncle
that's kind
Howdy.
of."
They were saying that that was probably gonna be for Bo Dallas, like to try to like continue his legacy.
Hmm.
I mean, I don't see an issue with it. I saw some people talking about like, oh, this is cool, and other people saying, oh, this could be so disrespectful because let the dead rest in peace, whatever. But I'm
Hmm.
just like, let the dead rest in peace, my guy. That's his brother. Like, I think he has a fucking pass to continue on his legacy if he wants to or not.
Oh yeah, definitely. No,
Yeah,
if
but
anyone, he does. Yeah.
yeah, I just think there's something with men. Well, it's because it sound gay, like men crying, especially like a father figure crying. Because I know, like personal story, it's like when like my dad's sister passed away. One of my tias is like I didn't see any. Like I was like, oh man, that sucks. Like rest in peace, whatever. And then something about seeing my dad cry just made me fucking cry. So then, like at the beginning of the documentary, when they show Barry Windham just like, oh wait, no, Mike Rotunda. I'm sorry, when they show Mike Rotunda like crying, whatever, I'm just like, oh
Mhm.
fuck, here we go already.
I it depends for me. I know like I could not cry for like the weirdest things, and then
Hmm.
like have you ever seen Field of Dreams?
Field of Dreams. Is that the
It's
baseball one?
yeah,
Oh
it's a
no, that's
baseball movie.
it is okay. Uh
Yeah.
huh.
I remember like watching it and just crying my eyes out for some reason about like the father son, father daughter type story or
Mm-hmm.
whatever that was in it, and just like I could not stop crying. It just depends on the event or the film
Yeah.
if it hits me. Like I could see a mother dying and I could crack the fuck up because I just hate my mom so much. But
I think just like over the years, I just been an emotional ass bitch. Like
nah,
it,
dude.
like there'll just be sometimes like, man, dude, I need a good fucking cry, and then I'll look up something on TikTok like if like people making love stories like for their dogs that passed away, and I'll cry, and I'll be like, okay, man, that's all I need.
Yeah, yeah. You can't breathe. You're
Yeah,
just
because my sleep
vomiting.
apnea. That's funny,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. It's hilarious that you're literally uh ceasing of breathing while sleeping.
Hey,
Something that
man,
should just be automatic.
it's like, get this bread.
My body never sleeps.
My body never sleeps, but this grind don't either. Money don't. Whew. Well, let's continue
uh,
on to the important stuff, man. Well,
yeah.
not say that wasn't important.
To WrestleMania XL. That was the highlight. Like I said, or like we said, there were a lot of interviews that talked a lot of shit. There were a lot of random interviews. There were a lot of shows that talked a lot of shit. A lot of random events, but we're not going to get into it today. There's just too much. Probably talk about it next week.
Yeah,
Uh,
definitely.
this was, I think, both of us here for WrestleMania. That was for a lot of people. That's all we cared about. That's all anyone
Oh
cared
man.
about. WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. Um, so we'll go. I got the matches here for night 1, and they opened with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch. What'd you think of that? Did we know that was going to open up? I don't think we did, right?
I think I knew it was gonna open up, but I think it was the day of.
Hmm.
They were like, "Oh, official." Because I think I sent it to you. It was one of the fucking 50,000 things I sent to you this past week. But it was saying that it was Rhea Ripley, the ladder match. I want to say Dominic
Rey
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Oh wait, they
Mhm.
have the list here. I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
wrote
It's
everything
here.
down.
No, no. I'm glad I found it in order because I like couldn't recall, but and then I didn't know what they were going to change.
Yeah, yeah. But
Uh,
no, I knew this match was gonna open up. One thing I liked about WrestleMania being on the East Coast is that when it starts, it's actually darker over there. So you can actually see like the lights go on in the whole stadium, and it just looks fucking badass. Um, Motionless in White performed for Rhea Ripley. I don't know if you know the band, but that's
I
one of my
don't.
that was one of my favorite bands in high school at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I remember I saw them at it used to be called Backstage Live, but I think it's called like Vibes Underground. They played in the parking lot, and then
Yeah,
I was just
I know
like,
that.
and then when I saw them appear on TV, I was like, hey, I saw them like 13 years ago. I'm just like, fuck, I saw them like 13 years ago.
Holy shit!
That was in 2011, dude. I was fucking 16, 17 at the time.
Hmm.
That show was crazy. And look at them playing at WrestleMania, and they still sounded fucking great.
When I first, I didn't know they were gonna do the. I think a lot of people when they first saw that dude's face, I thought it was like Rhea Ripley as a ghoul or something. And yeah, I got all scared. I was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" And I don't remember her looking that manly. I saw her growing her hair out, which she looks hot now that she's
Oh,
growing her
dude, she
hair
looked.
out.
I was like, the whole time I was watching at my friend's house because he had a projector out, but it was too fucking bright in Texas.
Mhm.
So we were watching it inside, and the whole time I was like, dude, I'll fucking let Rhea Ripley break my back. I'll let her step
Oh
on
my
me.
god,
I'll let her
dude!
give her like spine buster, whatever. Like she's on the
Yeah,
top rope. I was like, dude, I'll be the spread eagle, like,
ready to catch any sweat dripping in your mouth.
dude, and just like, please, please. And the other thing too is that I kept on looking at Becky Lynch's attire, and I was like, "Is that from her book? Is she supposed to be like her book cover?" And then
I
my
think
friends,
so.
and then like they had like the X scripts on the side of like pages from a book. And the one thing I came to the conclusion, I was like, "That's why she looks familiar. She looks like a Budweiser can." That I was like, "She looks like a can of Budweiser." Okay, now I can rest easy tonight.
I just thought she looked. I mean, they both look good. The entrances were badass,
Hmm.
and what I noticed, and I think I even noticed before this, because Triple H came out and he did his whole "This is WrestleMania, are you ready?" But the Prime logo did not look as bad as I thought it would look.
Dude, I was saying the same
Were
thing.
you right? I knew
I
you were.
saw the pictures and I was like, oh fuck, it's there. Like,
Yeah, both of us were like that. We were like, when we first saw the Prime logo on Raw, SmackDown, whenever they
mhm.
unveiled it, I was like, God, it looks nasty.
Yeah,
Like,
because with the colors, right?
yeah, yeah, it looks stupid, and they made it more transparent, a little bit smaller, and it had the WrestleMania logo in there too.
Hmm.
And I was like, this doesn't look bad. This looks
It
good.
doesn't look bad because I was like, oh fuck, they put the logo in there. That's uh I don't know how to feel about that. And then once I realized the match was over, I was like, you know what? I forgot the logo was there in the middle anyway.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you noticed as well too, but they had the Prime logo on the turnbuckle pads
yeah,
as
I
well.
noticed that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, fuck, it's like you said, it's transparent. I was like, oh, I guess I could get used to it, you know?
Yeah.
Compared to like UFC, how they're just fucking filled with logos all over the octagon, you know?
Well, and then we're already used to it because, like, all around the ring, you had what you had a
Dude,
Wingstop,
they
Wingstop,
were fucking sponsored
dude,
up the
Wingstop
ass.
C4. It's funny how they were saying Wingstop for the black chicks, gin and
Oh, and then
juice for
the
the black
Mexican,
dudes.
and then the Mexican ice
Aguas
cream.
frescas,
I was frescas for
for the
Mexican ice
Mexicans. Yeah, it was like, man, they knew when to put these ads,
Dude, I don't
where to
know.
put them.
Like not to cut you off, but one thing I thought that was cool was in NXT Takeover the morning of Fallout was a sponsor of one of the matches.
Oh,
So
really?
you just see like Fallout like sponsored like all around the ring, and then like right at the entrance of the foot, you just see Pit Boy there like with the thumbs up.
That's cool. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was pretty badass. I was
Yeah.
like, man, dude, fuck yeah, I'm all about this.
No, I'm for it if it like is cool. It makes sense. I mean, back when they did the fucking Day of the Dead, remember that for that video? Or
Oh, the
that
Army of
was
the Dead.
terrible. Yeah, Army of the Dead.
Yes.
That match.
Oh
It was
man,
just that
Damian
was just
Priest.
silly. That was just silly. That didn't make any
Yeah,
sense.
man. I was like, how's this a sponsorship? But then it's like they're doing sponsorships right now. You know what I mean?
Or or remember when Vince was doing the egg storyline
Oh
for
my god, I hated that, dude.
that
The,
was
the
all Vince
Rock gave me
McMahon
this
did.
egg. It's
Yeah,
worth $10 million. Let me just have it out on my fucking desk for anybody to take it. Where did my egg go?
I can't wait.
Ah!
I need to shit on my
Ah!
egg. Let me
I'm gonna
shit
shit
on
my
my
egg out.
egg.
There's another egg on my ass. Yeah! Ah! And then he coughs up the egg. Ah!
No, but the logo wasn't bad. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
no, it was like totally transparent and it was
yeah,
great.
it went well with it, or it didn't fucking get in the way. I'll say that.
Uh,
Uh,
Back to this match. What did you
mhm.
think of it? Do you think the right winner won?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think if they let Rhea Ripley lose, like I don't know, and Becky Lynch, I think you could tell like she probably wants time away to promote her book, to uh promote to chill with her kid. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I don't think she needed to win. Rhea Ripley, of course, has more shit to do. She's a great champion, not slowing down, and it was a good match. It was a good opening
Yeah,
match.
it
Yeah,
was a good opening match. I 100% agree.
yeah. And what else was I gonna say about this match? I don't know. They were both hot.
They're both hot. Yeah,
Yeah, they were
I
both
don't.
hot.
They could fucking. They could kill me. They could kill me.
Murder you.
Yeah, it'd be a full on breakdown.
They could full on murder you.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
No, it was a good match. The next match was the what 6-pack tag team ladder match, and this match, what'd you think of it?
I was terrified for Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, specifically Tyler Bate, because that one move he took off the fucking top of the ladder from Champa. Do you remember
Mhm.
when he had like he had his head cradle right here and his legs up and he just fucking jumped off the ladder and they fucking crashed to the floor? Do you remember that?
I don't remember that.
It was like one of the big spots. It's like I thought you would do that through a table, but now he just did it straight to the canvas and it looked painful. And then Pete Dunne took the springboard DDT off the apron through a table, like from Gargano. What else did I fucking have? Oh, dude, I love R-Truth so much. I
Oh,
am
dude,
so happy for R-Truth.
he was the best part of this match.
Oh, dude, I was cracking up
Yeah,
so much. And
yeah.
he actually got the 5 moves of doom in.
There was a line when he did the five. Well, was it the five knuckle shuffle? He did
Uh-huh.
when they said, "Oh, look at our truth. He's imitating his childhood hero John Cena." And also, isn't he older than fucking John
He's so
Cena? What do you mean his childhood hero?
And then after he does that at the AA, he fucking goes for the pin.
Yeah,
And then
and
he's like, yeah, yes.
the crowd is going crazy, dude, and
Dude, man,
even
R-Truth.
that hot tag part was hilarious too. And
Oh, dude. I immediately started cracking up. It's like they're
yeah,
beating the shot and Miz, and then he's just there.
yeah.
And like with his hands on, like reaching out, and then he's stepping on the fucking stairs. Like, oh, dude, I
um,
was all about it. But I'm glad Miz and Truth won. Well, specifically R-Truth.
yeah.
Um, I thought Judgment Day was going to retain, and I'm surprised Grayson Waller and Austin Theory won the SmackDown ones.
Do you think I know you had sent me some article about Dave Meltzer that he said that they weren't gonna be on the show at all, and I feel like they just let them win because
I know,
Dave
just to piss him
Meltzer,
off.
yeah, just to make Dave Meltzer
I was thinking
wrong.
the same thing.
Yeah, because I mean it's cool, and the one thing that really not bummed me, but I was like, man, you could tell like because was it just last year or the year before with Vince McMahon still, up on top? Austin Theory was the man. Like he was like Vince's boy. And then
Mm-hmm.
now he's here doing tag team. I mean, at least he's a champion, a
I
tag
felt like
team
he's
champion.
slowly building himself back up.
Yeah, but
Like between last year's WrestleMania and this year's WrestleMania, he was just like in a weird limbo
yeah,
where it's like they didn't know like what to do with him.
yeah.
But
And
hopefully this like bumps the shit up. You know what I mean? Cause I like him. Like it's something about his face is like he looks like a douchebag, but I think that's exactly what they're going for. You know, and whatever works for them. And Grayson Waller, I mean, that's like the perfect fuck boy. You know. I
yeah,
mean, like no hate gets him, but like he plays a good like douchey character. Like
yeah,
it works well for him. But I was just surprised at how fast they got the fucking belts.
that was
Like
pretty fast.
they pulled them down and they're celebrating. And then I was with my friends. I was like, wow, that was fast. Good for them.
And then also too, what I liked about this match, you could tell everyone was like being real safe. Like if I see something like this in AEW, I hate to already be hating on it, but like I feel like someone's gonna get hurt. And
Mm-hmm.
they always have the refs like holding the shit. And in this match, they did have the refs holding the ladders like I think once or twice.
Uh huh.
So, but they had the camera at least aimed where you didn't see it as much. And then I remember at the end of the match, you could tell the ref was telling Damian Priest to get a different ladder
Yeah. Because
because they.
I legit thought someone got hurt. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you could tell they were trying to like get the other ladder because that
Mm-hmm.
one's gonna break, and we need. You could tell it was like we need our Truth and Miz to be up there to hold
Uh-huh.
both of their weight.
Yeah. When I saw the ref like hit Damien, I thought someone got hurt. They're like, dude, we
Mhm,
have to stop the match. Like, we have to go home. And I was like, fuck, dude, someone got hurt. And then you see the Miz climbing the ladder, and then the fucking leg just like turns 90 degrees.
mhm.
And I was like, oh shit. I was like, please don't, please don't, please
And then
don't.
they switched the ladders real quick. They had
I know,
like
and
our Truth
it's
throwing a different
R-Truth
ladder.
throws in another ladder, then David just like sticks his head out and fucking knocks him out.
They were like, our Truth must still think he's with Judgment Day.
Dude,
Give him
they
the
covered that
ladder.
up pretty good.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay, that's fucking good. I was laughing my ass off.
yeah. They
But
they did what they could.
but even though, like you said, like it was safe, I felt the same way too. But man, they were doing some scary shit on some of the spots. Like I said, that Champa and bait spot at the top of the ladder, like that air crash, whatever they did,
Mhm.
they showed it again in slow motion, and it's like the safest like he could do it, you know. And
Even
I'm just glad he's not hurt.
yeah, even the whenever they like threw that one dude through the ladder that was like on the ring and the
Oh,
table,
Waller, Grayson
it was
Waller.
it was already like broken. You could tell the ladder was pre-broken so
Mhm.
it would like bend
It's just
instead
like
of just yeah,
like a stage,
instead of him taking like the full blunt force of a
like him
fucking
landing on his fucking neck and like
yeah,
rolling over or some
yeah.
shit.
So you could tell they did this as safe as they could, and that was I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird feeling to feel like most AEW matches I watch. I'm like, I hope no one gets hurt.
Dude, for real, man.
Really?
Oh man, there's okay, hold on. There's one spot. Oh, I didn't write it on here. Oh my god, I forgot one match. One spot I want to talk about later that where I'll compare it to like AEW stuff, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Yeah, just remind me about it.
Yes.
This next match, the Rey Mysterio and Andrade versus Santos
Nice.
Escobar and Dominic Mysterio. Was sponsored by Aguas Frescas.
I was looking too. I was like, I was Frescas. I was like, HEB? Are they sponsored by fucking HEB? I was like, no,
That'd
they're in
be cool.
Philadelphia. What the fuck?
No, it was like a random alcohol, but it was like an Aguas Frescas flavor.
Man, they're making everything into a fucking seltzer.
Dude, yeah. Literally, I'm surprised they haven't had like bathwater girls
Oh, they
seltzer.
do.
Yeah,
It's
no,
at Spencer's because they sell that weird shit.
they still have Spencers
Yeah,
around here.
surprisingly, that's the only thing keeping the balls open now, man. Besides dicks.
They have cassette player shaped dildos and
Hell yeah, man.
everything shaped dildos.
I got all three.
This match though, it was pretty good.
That was
Andrade's
all right.
badass. Andrade's cool.
Oh, dude, I fucking love Andrade and
Mhm.
Rey Mysterio too. I just put the only two notes I put was it was an okay match and that the Eagles hate Mexico.
That was weird when those guys came out, and I was
Yeah,
like,
legit. I thought they were professional wrestlers, and I was like, "Why the fuck are?" I was like, "Who the fuck are these dudes?" And I was like, "Oh, that's Jason Kelsey." Okay, I didn't know who the other guy was, but I love Jason Kelsey. He seems like a very great guy.
when I saw it, I was like, "Who's debuting?" And then it was just like the football players, and I was all, "Oh shit, these dudes are huge!" But
Yeah, I
no,
know, man. Nah, but Jason Kelsey, he's like one of the very few good guys like in football where it's just like you just want the best for him, and he didn't commit a murder. Knock on wood,
yeah, didn't he just retire because of concussions and stuff? Right?
Well, they announced that he retired, but he was like, I didn't fucking say anything. I don't know who told you that. Like
That's
someone
funny.
falsely reported it, but
Dave Meltzer was
yeah, it
reporting
was Meltzer. 5 stars.
yeah, no, and then they had that spot where they did the slingshot shit. That was pretty
Oh, that
cool.
was
But
badass.
I've
Yeah, they
already
went
we've
far.
already we've already seen that so many times. I feel like, and don't they do that a lot in NXT? And it looks badass too.
It does look badass in NXT. I was like,
Yeah,
he has to add a flip to it. Well, no, he doesn't
yeah.
have to add a flip to it. He needs to be safe.
I'll say Ricochet does that shit like in his sleep, fucking flying like that.
Dude, I'm surprised Ricochet wasn't on this card at all. Like, kind of makes me sad. It makes me sad because it was like Ricochet, Chad Gable, Liv Morgan. Like none of them were on this card, and that kind of breaks my heart.
That does. I mean, Chad Gable was there doing the chair phone gimmick with
Mm-hmm.
Cricket, and he was pumping up Sami Zayn, and didn't he tell him something too, like you made me a promise or some shit, but that's not even at that match yet.
Oh man, that's gonna be great when it does happen, though.
Yeah. The next match, Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso. Uh,
This was the worst match of the weekend.
that's everyone's sentiment. Yeah, me too. I was like, here's a great bathroom break match.
I didn't. I didn't even get to see a lot of it because I was getting food. I was getting food inside, and I was just conversating with friends. And I think at the time, this was the match where I noticed like the fans weren't really into it.
Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, how come the fans aren't into it? Like, it's Mania, Like, it looked odd. But that was when I discovered that it was actually pretty fucking cold over there because they said yesterday was like 45 degrees, like with the wind chill.
Hmm.
And then so like everyone's just like all like bundled up and like kind of cold and shit. That's why Michael Cole had that beanie on over his headset.
Yeah, but okay, for one, I know they had like the ring heated, so it's probably and then being around a bunch of people, when you're at a concert or whatever, it's fucking hot, still warm when you're around a bunch of people breathing hard and shit.
I was thinking that too. And another thought was, I was like, it's in Philadelphia. Like, shouldn't they be used to the cold?
Hmm.
But then I was like, well, these are fans that come from all over the world, and they probably don't have the same temperatures like up north, so maybe it is colder for them. I don't know. I was trying to give it like
Yeah, yeah,
leeway,
yeah. Nah, this was
but
just not a great match. It was kind of boring.
I
Didn't
don't
lead to
know.
anything.
It
Didn't.
it tried to be emotional, but it's like I wasn't making that connection. I guess
No.
because I knew this match was gonna happen
Hmm.
either way, and I was just like, oh, okay, it's just gonna be another match on the card. And then there just wasn't a lot of good promotion for it, personally.
Honestly, too, like either way, like it says Jey Uso won. If Jimmy had won, it would have been the same thing. I think. I don't think any like it wouldn't have affected it really in any way at all. The outcome.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But I think the right person won. Jay won. I'm happy with that.
Yeah. Is yeet yeet
Yeet, 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 yeet,
yeet.
yeet.
I'm glad they got
Yeet.
the copyrights for that.
It's
The
just all
next,
censored. Beep, 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 beep.
well, they had to censor well, not the Rock because he can say whatever he wants, but no, I feel like they had to censor a lot of the end of the show the night too, but whatever.
Mhm.
Uh, Next match: Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair, and Naomi versus Damage Control. And dude, all these black women, I'm like, dude, I like black women now. These are these are
Dude, everyone I put on my notes is like Jay Gargill is fine, Oscar is fine, and then I just crossed both of them out and I put fuck everybody fine.
dude. Yeah, this was like a wet dream. A bunch of big black beautiful women like
Dude,
wanting snoo snoo.
what are you gay?
And then the Asians on the other side, like, oh my god, dude.
Dude, Kyrie Sane looks so fine, and let me tell you, dude, Dakota Kai had me fucking sweating from how fine she was, dude. It's just that all black, that messy hair.
Yeah,
Oh
this was
my god, dude. I was about to fucking fall back in my seat, man. Like she's just so fine.
what are your opinions on the match?
They're all hot. I'm just kidding. That fucking whipping Belair did to Oscar,
Ooh,
that sounded fucking nuts.
dude, that was like her ancestors on the rice fields felt that shit. That was fucking hard.
And
That
I just like I heard that fucking miles away back home in San Antonio. Like
dude,
that shit was loud as
that was
fuck.
loud. That was like a thunder fucking
I
strike.
I think everyone, me personally, I think everyone did good, but it just sucks because again, the crowd, like I felt like they just weren't into it. If they're more into it, I'll be more into it. But dude, everyone looked good. I hope Oscar's okay from that whip. She looked okay because you saw her today and she's alive.
Yeah.
And I say this like every fucking podcast. Jade Cargill is just a fucking star. Like she has it, man, and she's gonna main event at WrestleMania one day. Like timestamp this. Like she's gonna main event like either next year or the year after. She's gonna win the Royal Rumble, and it's gonna be fantastic. I'm all about it.
One thing I want to say though, and it could be looked at as whatever. I think Jade needs more time because she had a lot of her timing off. If you notice, like
Hmm.
when she went, well, for one, and this is me nitpicking. Whenever she was trying to do the hot tag shit, she wasn't holding like the turnbuckle or trying to pump up
I
the
noticed that
crowd.
too. Yes,
And
yes.
when she did finally get tagged in, her timing like felt off, and you could tell whoever was on the top ropes, whichever
Oh,
girl,
Kyrie. Oh, when she
yeah,
caught him.
she
Yes,
was yelling at her like, "Hey, look at me," because
yes.
she was like there like this to the crowd.
Uh
You could
huh.
tell her timing, and then when she finally did do her finisher on that last person, she was just holding on to her for like too long. Like,
Like showing off her strength, like to everybody.
yeah, like her
Yeah.
timing is just off to where, again, this could be me nitpicking, but I feel like she was showing her green that she still needs more time. Like,
Well,
I
I agree in a sense because I
yeah,
think they have her training in the Heart Dungeon, like with Natalia. Not
mhm.
saying it's anything against Natalia, but maybe she's just still getting like more proper training. And to be honest with you, I don't think she was ever in a tag match at AEW, right?
No, you're right.
Yeah, so it was like her first tag match and on the biggest stage of them all. And it's like, a
That
lot of pressure because that's
that
like the
too.
biggest crowd,
I thought of that too. I was like, man, this is like WrestleMania. This isn't a regular old pay per view or whatever. This is
Mhm.
WrestleMania. She's probably nervous as fuck. You're
No,
right.
yeah. So that's why I didn't like nitpick too much.
Yeah.
Like I feel like in a year's time, proper training, I feel like everyone now is like more closer together. So they're like, oh, let me give you like some input. And like, go cry me a river.
Real glass. No,
Real glass. Ouch.
fat ass. No, I no, I felt that though, like you could tell they were all trying to help her out, like,
hmm
and then I'm just nitpicking because she's around people like Bianca Belair, all of them, not just Bianca Belair and Naomi, but all of them are like good at their timing, at the fucking double somersault off the rope
It,
bullshits.
it's a whole new playing field, I think.
Yeah,
It's like
I
I always say I'm not talking bad about AEW, but it's just two different stages.
it,
Like either you'll be on the main stage or not. Um, I think there was a video where like the one of the like the lady who sung like America the Beautiful or like the Pledge of Allegiance, whatever.
mhm.
Um, she was backstage meeting all of them, and she was giving them a hug, and like you just see Jade Gargill like just kind of tense and just like, oh hi, like nice to meet you, but she like leaned in like one arm,
Mhm.
but like she just looked kind of nervous, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
That's Man, dude, I'd be fucking like throwing up all crazy in the back, dude. If I was at WrestleMania, shit, just going alone, shit.
No, you're right. You're right. She and then for her to be in in the ring with like all this veteran talent,
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah,
But in the end, right team won,
yeah.
and the
And
right person got the win.
the right person got the win. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Exactly. And she's hot. Next
yes,
year we had Sami Zayn versus Gunther for the
they're hot.
Intercontinental Championship. uh, what did you think of this match? The Sami Zayn versus Gunther.
Ooh, hot take, man. This is my match of the night.
I'm trying to look at the match. I'm on the fence with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch, but yeah, this probably was the match of the night
Because
by a
I,
hair because they're men, right? That's why
mhm.
you think it's better
Yeah, they're superior.
because they're both white men. That's
Yeah,
why
they're both white men, and that's the superior race.
yeah,
And Gunther, the proper viewer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The
No,
gene pool.
dude, I just fucking love Gunther matches. I love Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn, I've been a fucking fan of since like for probably like 10 years already. Um, this was the match we just talked about where we say like, oh, you just hope everyone's safe because of that one specific spot with the fucking brainbuster on the turnbuckle pad.
Mhm,
Because when I saw that, because I knew Sami Zayn did that a lot in the indies, but it's like, oh, if you're in WWE, you don't have to do that anymore. Somebody fucking did it. I was like, oh my god, like legit, like my hands on my head,
mhm.
and I was like, dude, he's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him. Like I'm with my friends, like he's gonna fucking beat him. And they showed it again in slow motion, and again that it looked picture perfect. Like he hit the turnbuckle pad like how it's supposed to be. Because I don't know if you ever seen like videos of when he just tried to do it, and like sometimes they'll just bounce off the top rope but like fall out of the ring, or like they'll just miss the post completely and just fall all the way outside, or they fucking bounce off the top turnbuckle. Like it looks bad,
Mhm.
but it looked it like picture perfect the way he did it here, and it takes me to when Will Ospreay and Takeshita had that match. Do
Ooh,
you remember
yeah.
when Takeshita tried doing that and he fucking missed, and then Ospreay
Oh,
like fucking
landed on
fucked
his
himself up?
back. Yeah, it looked nasty.
Dude, yeah, and I felt like he was trying to go for that there, but like the safety was just like disregarded. And then here it's like you could tell like he had a lot of like the weight on his arm and like the turnbuckle pad too.
Mhm.
So it looked devastating, but he saved it, you know? Um Other than that, Sami Zayn, he's a good storyteller. I've always been a fucking fan. And I think this match also like livened? Is that the right word? Like lit up the crowd pretty much.
Brought the crowd back to life.
Yeah, that like you know his aneurysms, like he was moving around like when he sprayed Roach with Raid.
Yeah, he looked like a feral raccoon. You've already shot it like 5 times, and it's still
And
moving. I don't.
fucking a newborn baby deer on its back, like trying to get up.
No, yeah,
Um,
it was a good match. I don't know. I agree with you. I remember you tweeted out about Gunther. This means better things for him rather than defeat. Uh,
dude, I was getting so fucking annoyed when fans are like, "Oh, this is the worst booking decision of the Triple H era." Like, Gunther should have retained. Shut the fuck up. Like, fans are just, I don't know. Fans expect too much. I think
I still think it should have been Chad Gable versus
it
Gunther.
it should have been Chad Gable, but I mean, like, it was still a good story there, and I
Yeah,
feel like eventually this was just to get the title off of Gunther so he could go to the main event scene because they got what is it? Clash at the Castle coming up. They got Bash at Berlin, and like it's gonna be in Germany, which is I'm assuming is by Austria. So I
Did
feel
you
like
see? Did you see when they brought in Gunther like his entrance, and you see all those people in Germany, like
yes.
the Germany cam? I was all scared. I've never been more afraid for my safety seeing all those Germans.
I've read this in Mind Fewer, right? Um, yeah, dude, but I don't understand with fans like they just want to shit on everything, like if it's not to their pleasing, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what I got from this match when I got on Twitter. Like, man, Sami Zayn just ruined Gunther's career.
Oh, I didn't think that.
Yeah, it's like, bro, you're calm down a little bit, please. But I think this is just the next step for Gunther to be in the main event scene.
Yeah.
666 days as Intercontinental Champion.
What a fucking coincidence with that.
I know, man.
Lastly here, the main event of night one, The Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
What did you think of this match?
I did not think it was gonna go the way it did. Uh I mean it wasn't all that, the match. And then The Rock doing the whole it's just funny, you count and I'll fire you. Like to the
Dude, I
ref.
know. I was like, oh, this motherfucker. He's big. We hate him.
But yeah, no, I didn't really think it was all right, and I thought for sure like Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins would win, so it'd be a fair fight. But I was wrong, and then I was like, whatever. It was an okay match. I was surprised with how well The Rock wrestled after so long of really not seeing him wrestle.
He did great.
Yeah,
And I was surprised he took a bump through the announcer's table. He took a beat down from them, a curb stomp across. Did he take a crossroads? No,
he
he
took
took a
a
Cody
Cody
cutter.
Cuddy. Yeah,
Dude, he did that good. He jumped into it. You saw that?
yeah. Considering Cody missed like the first 2 or 3 cutters he did, he kept like screwing
Like
him up.
overshooting. Yeah,
Yeah,
overshooting
yeah.
or like you had to lean in,
Undershooting.
but The Rock sold it beautifully, man.
Mhm,
Like,
mhm.
but let me tell you, my two main notes here 20 minutes for the entrances.
When I saw it was 9 o'clock because we were in Texas. When it was 9 o'clock, and I was all, they're gonna give an hour to this, and I was like, oh wait, yeah, it takes them like however long to get to the fucking ring. All
I,
4 of them.
I was, can you give me a second? That my
Yeah,
doorbell rang. Give me one
yeah.
second.
Okay, yeah. No.
oh,
No, what were we saying? Oh, yeah, The Rock taking bumps. Uh,
the length of the matches,
hmm
the
Oh, the
entrances,
entrances. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, for the fact that like this was the last hour, I was like, dude, they're gonna take
dude.
forever.
I was sitting next to my friend Paul because I don't know what I told you, but we were watching at my friend's house and he got one of those giant inflatable screens. So it's like 100 something inches big, like took up like the whole backyard. And who was it that came out first? Cody Rhodes. And then my friend Paul's next to me. I was like, "What time is it?" He's all 9:06. I was like, "Subtract 3 minutes from that." He's all, "Why?" I was like, "Cause that's the fucking time he came out." I want to see how long it took. They rang the fucking bell, and it was, I think it was like 9:26, and I was like, "That took 20 minutes." And then the match itself was 39 minutes, so everything was took up the whole fucking
Yeah,
hour,
whole hour.
man. But I thought The Rock did fantastic in this match. The one thing I wanted to see him get fucking whipped with that belt. That sounds terrible, but I'm just like, dude, he needs to get his ass beat, you know? Again and again, it sucked because referring to the crowd, man, they weren't like as hyped up because of the weather. That's what
I
I'm
don't
I'm
know about
assuming.
that.
I think
Yeah,
it's the weather. Like there
yeah.
wasn't anything from the pay per view where it's just like, fuck, I hope this ends already because it's been long, you know?
Mhm.
All right, what about you? What did you think about The Rock and Roman winning?
Yeah, I didn't know. I honestly thought Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins were gonna win. I thought it was gonna go like this, and it kind of did at a little point. Whenever I thought Seth Rollins was gonna move out of the way. No, Cody Rhodes was gonna be held by The Rock, and what's his name? Roman Reigns was gonna do the spear, and then spear The Rock, and then that was gonna cause like the rift between them and set up for the next WrestleMania.
I
That's what
thought
I
so
thought.
too.
That's what I thought was gonna happen, and it kind of did, but then it kept going. You know, you saw The Rock sell that like the dog scream, the spear, and but that kind of happened, and then it kept going. I was like, okay, this is swerving me, and they fucking ended up winning, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, okay. So I guess Cody Rhodes hopefully is gonna win with all this shit, unless we do the ultimate swerve and have him lose,
I,
which
I legit thought because I was thinking Cody has to win, right? I was like, but what if they fuck with us and they do the Brock Lesnar shit where Lesnar wins and we don't see Roman for a month, you know? Or we're
will
like,
that
I'm sorry, Roman wins and we don't see Roman for months, like to like SummerSlam or something.
And then they were Roman was saying, you know, if I lose, I that's potentially me leaving or whatever, you know, like
Mm-hmm.
so I don't know. It was a lot of like
Speculation. It's like, fuck,
yeah,
is
like
he? It's like, is he really going to fucking lose? I was like,
yeah,
I hope so. I don't, but he's gonna. He has to lose, right?
yeah. There was
Right?
still doubt. There was still doubt going into night 2.
They did that shit
And
on purpose
but
till
all
they
in all,
believed
what do you
it.
think of night 1 overall?
It was all right. I
Yeah,
say
I'll
it's all
say that.
right because we just finished night two, and I thought night two was phenomenal. No pun intended. I thought it was great.
I My highlights with this, like I said, the Rhea Ripley Becky Lynch match. The stage when they unveiled it was badass.
It took
Uh,
me a long time to get used to it because I had high hopes because last year's stage was fucking awesome.
yeah, no, I really liked the stage. This and then all the people. I don't know. It just looked packed. It looked fucking badass when they announced like the attendance. I was like,
Hmm.
dude, like this is for the real thing. And I was on. This is just one night. They're doing
Yep,
2 nights of this. Like,
dude. Yes, like again, referring back to the stage, I think I needed to see it with people like inside of it. You know what I mean?
hmm hmm
Because I know when they did the review, I was like, oh, it looks okay. I was like, it looks very football esque,
hmm
like the big letters and green and black. Like I get it, Philadelphia Eagles, like for the football team.
hmm
So I was like, oh, Super Bowl. It's a Super Bowl of like sports entertainment. I get it.
hmm
But then when you see like the entrances and shit, I'm just like, okay, man, this is pretty good. I really like this.
yeah, yeah. No, it was. It was good. It was a good night one. But
Yeah.
moving on to night two, and which was
There's more. Yo
yeah,
yo
there
yo
was a
yo.
night two. Uh, night two of WrestleMania. Let's
Right
see
there,
here. We opened up with Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins,
dude.
which I figured was going to be because of the whole Becky Lynch other match that this would open up. What did
hmm
you think of this match?
It was great. It was great. I loved CM Punk on commentary. He didn't take away from the match too much, but he's like talking shit about Drew McIntyre. Like he has too much focus on me that yeah, like too much focus on me that he needs to get set back in that ring if he wants to win that championship. You know.
Hmm.
Um, I popped big time when the first move was a fucking Claymore, and I
That
thought
was
Seth was gonna
badass.
lose there.
That's what I
Um,
thought too. I was like, oh shit, he's like the entrances are gonna take longer than the actual
dude,
match.
I was like, it was me, my friend Juan, and Richie. Shout out to them too. And we're just like talking, and then you just see hit the Claymore. We're like, oh, wait,
Yeah,
no fucking way, what? Oh shit! Like, if you could get that kind of reaction out of me, like, dude,
yeah.
I'm in, man. I'm in.
I
Oh, go
what do
ahead.
you think? Real quick, what do you think of Seth Rollins' entrance? That was
I
so.
liked it.
It was so weird. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And
Dude, we're referring to like what were we saying? We're like, oh, isn't that Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat? Isn't that General Reiko? Isn't that the guy from Princess and the Frog? Wait, am I watching Coco right now? Nah, man, this is the Book of Life. Like,
I thought it was like Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club band, like the way they were dressed. I was like, what the fuck is this? And apparently they're like a Philadelphia band, like that's
hmm
like a thing in Philly. And I'm like, okay, all right,
it's interesting, but I like the Rollins getup though. Like,
yeah.
I guess he's supposed to look like an owl. He reminds me of like the I forgot the name of the creature, but from Breath of the Wild, it's like the owls that look like rabbits that hop around.
No,
I,
no, no.
oh
I
man,
know what you're talking about. I just don't. I don't know.
I know. To all the listeners, audio listeners only, I'm trying to describe a creature from Breath of the Wild. So if you know this creature I'm talking about, owl, rabbit with giant antlers, put it down in the comments. Let me know.
I swear, if I had a nickel for every time you talked about Breath of the Wild, I'd have at least a nickel.
I have two nickels.
Yeah, it's not very many times, but it's just weird that it happened twice. Um,
But I
so
really like this entrance. It was good.
yeah, so this match, it was a good match. Drew McIntyre defeats Seth Rollins, which I kind of felt was going to happen because Rhea Ripley lost, or Becky Lynch lost. So I figured they were going to take time off together for some reason because of their
That
kid.
makes sense.
Yeah,
That
to
makes
me,
sense.
that was in my head. In my head. No,
I
and
think about it over and over again.
but then what is it? Oh, Drew McIntyre goes and talks shit to CM Punk, right? And
Ah, this fucking guy.
he's there on the table like shoving his dick in CM Punk's face or
I know he's
something.
talking to fucking suck it, and then like,
Thrusting.
dude, what? Oh, I should have fucking wrote it down. What was it that Drew McIntyre's talking shit to CM Punk? He's all, I can't hear a word that you're saying because I got cannons on.
Yeah. He's like, I got the cans on, the headphones.
Yeah, man. And
And
then Drew's just like still going on and on. And then I was just so confused because like it's like such a sentimental moment that Drew's like crying because he won the belt, and then he looks at Seth, and then Seth is crying, like he's welting up in his eyes, and like they say something, so Drew's just like soaking in the moment, and then he just decides to go and fucking be such a hater for CM Punk, and then when CM Punk tricks him and starts
Mhm.
beating the shit out of him, he takes off his arm cast. I was like, wait, like I freaked out. I was like, is he fine? Like,
Yeah,
is he okay?
that's what
And
I was
that's
going off. He's been tricking us this whole time or some shit.
yeah, and like he knocks him down and he blows a kiss to his wife. I guess that was his wife, right? I'm
I
assuming.
have no idea. Oh
I was
yeah,
like,
because he went and kissed a chick, right? Like
yes,
after he won.
yes, and
Mhm.
then fucking Damian Priest shows up. This guy that I've been calling fucking dumb for the past few months, and he did it, dude. Like, what a way to start off WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I was so hyped where I was like, fuck yeah. And what's the name of his finisher? South of Heaven, I think that's what he calls it, which is kind of badass.
It was what, like a choke slam?
Like a sit down choke slam.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
but dude, McIntyre got up there. He
Mhm.
fucking jumped up there, and I was like, damn, they did it. All the Judgment Day comes out. They're celebrating with bisexual Undertaker and everyone. But all jokes aside, dude, I was pretty, I was pretty happy with how this turned out. I was like, fucking Drew, man, I can't believe he decided to be so retarded and
That's funny.
get that. But then they were like it's good storytelling because how he was talking shit about Seth, saying like, "Oh, you're focused on The Rock and Cody when you should be focused on me." Like that's going to be your downfall. But then he was too focused on CM Punk, and then that was his downfall. And I was like, okay, that's good. I'm a sucker for it. I'm like Biggie with the popcorn, like try to like eat all the shit.
You too focus on your back, Seth Rollins, son.
So, since religion, fuck, I can't fucking do it.
No, it was a good opening. I'm glad he cashed in the Money in the Bank, and now that they lost those tag team belts, yeah, when he won that belt, I was like, okay, this is cool.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
down. I'm
man.
down for this. I agreed with it. Uh, Next you had the Pride versus the Final Testament in a Philly street fight, and that was what with Snoop Dogg on commentary
And
and
Bubba Ray as
Bubba Ray is the referee. I was like, when the fuck did they announce Bubba Ray as the referee for this?
yeah, they're just like, oh, like okay. I was like, where's his glasses? Oh, he don't have his glasses. Oh man, he has his glasses.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg's like, oh, what do you got? What do you got to see for? What do you got to see in that ring for?
Yeah. And then what do you say? He's like, I can't believe that table broke. It's like, bro, the table's supposed to break, man. Like it'd be weird if we did it.
And it
Oh
was
man,
the Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop Dogg was the
dude, I was
sponsor.
like, they're sponsored by the song, and then you just see the caption like, oh, they made a seltzer, and
Mhm.
then Richard goes, I wonder what's in there. Like, what kind of drink it is? I was like, I think it's gin and juice.
You look on the back and primary ingredients, palfadium sulfate, and
Paul
that's
Federer at Red 40.
yeah, red dye number 40, yellow sulfate dye.
Yeah. But in all honesty, man, I'm just happy that Bobby Lashley got his match. Because he missed out last year. And that shit was real upsetting that he missed out last year. You could tell like he was really upset. And this was just a good short match. It was a train wreck in a good way. That's what it had to be. It's funny because I put Bubba Ray equals heat because I think that's just like his favorite word to say on this podcast,
Mm.
like to generate heat.
It was all right match. Again, like I had nothing bad to say about it. Yeah, you're right. I Bobby Lashley I think deserves like way more. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the female the male Jade Cargill, but at least he got a match and got to do something. So that's good for him.
Dude, speaking of female Scarlet, dude, she was so fucking
Oh my
fine.
god, Scarlett's fucking god, she's so hot,
She could kill me.
dude. She can murder you.
I don't get
Murder.
away with it. I write a note.
What what huh? What is his slogan? Hey, the next
Heyo.
the next match,
Howdy.
LA Knight versus AJ Styles.
Yeah.
What do you think of this match?
I was surprised that it was as good as it was. It was very fast paced. I'm sad because AJ Styles fell to the Def Rebel curse, which is he got new music and it's fucking ass.
I
That's my main thing. And it was very fast paced too. And I think it was great that LA Knight actually won.
Yeah, I'm glad he won. I feel bad because AJ Styles is a star too. Like he should be doing his own like spots too, but of course they don't have as many belts here as they do in AEW, so
Mm-hmm.
not everyone can have a belt. But yeah, like I feel like it's almost like the Attitude Era, and they're trying to call this the Triple H era, right? That's what they kept saying throughout
Mm-hmm.
the thing, and I was like, I guess you call it the
Or
HHH
what was it that
era.
Cody tried saying? The Renaissance era?
Really? Oh, a new what is it? A new breath, a new beginning. Was what they
Yeah,
call
yeah,
it.
pretty
Yeah,
much. Yeah, like Renaissance era. And I was
yeah.
like, oh. I guess so. Yeah.
It'd be confusing with the actual Renaissance era of painting and stuff.
Hey, no, no, no. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. Shush, 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 shush.
But yeah, LA Knight, they're all stars. Like I wish they had more spots for everyone because I feel like AJ Styles and LA Knight and fucking Bobby Lashley all deserve fucking belts,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Hell
How do
yeah,
they
man.
hold their pants up? How do they hold their pants up without a belt?
What's the deal with refrigerators? Um, what was I was what was I gonna say about this match? The one thing I enjoyed too, it's like how they made it seem like a blood feud, whatever. They did that spot on the floor where they took off the fucking padding.
Mhm.
And even though it was a little like snippet, it was just that AJ Styles rushed to the ring to get to the ring, just start beating the shit out of each other. Instead of just like generally like locking up. You know what I mean? It makes sense to like for it to be like that fast pace, and it was actually pretty athletic from what it was. The spot that was cool was when they were on the top rope and LA Knight fucking flipped Styles, like he did like a moonsault and fucking bounced off the floor. Do you remember?
No, I didn't remember that.
Oh shit, it was pretty good, but it looked crazy because he like ragdolled AJ Styles like poof poof.
I don't know. This again, this match, like it was all about the main event. In my eyes, you know, you're waiting for that last event. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
the one before this, the LA Knight, the Logan Paul. Moving on to the next match, I guess the Logan Paul, with Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. This one was a little bit more like woke me up.
Mm-hmm. It was a
Because
good match,
yeah, it was a good match, and I just like hating Logan Paul. But he's like really good
dude.
at being hated. He's really good at it. He's
Mm-hmm.
doing great.
I could have stopped laughing because I thought the Prime bottle was KSI again, and then I they revealed him, and it was this guy like, oh, that's I Show Speed. And I was like, who the fuck is that? And it was my friend Juan who was telling me that I Show Speed was that same dude that accidentally showed his dick on stream.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's all I gotta do to get on WrestleMania? I do that all the time.
Dude, I don't know what these streamers do because I've seen like snippets of them just doing random shit and they're just sitting around like at least
I
talk
know,
about something.
I know, dude. I'm just like, man, you get fucking RKO'd by Randy Orton? Shit, I'll do that for free. Like,
He got Spartan kicked all rowdy by fucking Randy
oh,
Orton.
dude, it looks so funny because he starts barking at Randy Orton and pushing him. I'm just like, my guy. First off, you need to chill the fuck out. And I
Mhm.
think that's what Randy Orton did. Like, just like he kicked the shit out of him, and then you just see like his head, like his head faces like this. And you just see, ooh,
Yeah,
and then like the whole thing just go with him.
like Newton's law in motion being
Dude, it was
demonstrated.
so fucking funny. And then Randy Orton's just like, man, fuck this padding. I'm taking this padding off. Like, you're gonna get this Brett end of the shit. And then he's just dragging him by the leg, fucking throws him on there, and then I'm pretty sure I Show Speed is just like, what am I supposed to do? Like, do I hit him back? Like,
Better not.
I know. I was like, fuck that. I was like, man, fucking show your dick somewhere else, bro. I felt like he overtook it. That's why Randy Orton fucking just like Spartan kicked him.
Yeah, it's like, dude, quit stealing the show. You're not here to steal the show. This is
And
our
the
show.
kid was tiny. The kid, I'm saying kid. Oh my fucking god, that he was tiny. Like
Mhm.
he
He's
was
young, I
so
think. He's
tiny.
young.
I don't know how old he is.
I don't know.
Um, but yeah, dude, it was a good match. They did a bunch of good spots in the match, and like you said too, I hate Logan Paul, but I hate how good he is as an athlete.
Yeah, yeah. It's hate in a good way. It's not.
Hmm.
You could tell he's respecting the business, and I think he is good in that spot where he's at with that belt. Like he gives it the right amount of heat. I don't know.
Hmm.
I feel like he's doing everything right in his capabilities.
I know we'll talk about it next time. Just real quick, like he was also on the Pat McAfee show. And I don't know if you saw the quote where he said that fighting Kevin Owens is like way more harder than fighting Floyd Mayweather.
I didn't see that. That's
Yeah,
funny.
he mentioned that, and everyone's like, "Ooh." He's all, "No, really?" He's like with boxing, like you're training to defend yourself, you know, like you have to block the hits, but with wrestling, you have to learn to make your body adjust to like getting hit over and over and over again. And it's just crazy how much of an athlete like Kevin Owens is, you know? Like people say like, oh, like he's a big guy. Nah, dude, like he's one of the craziest athletes like I've ever met in my life. Like just praising him.
Hmm.
And it's like, and he just sounds so like genuine too. And I'm just
Hmm.
like, dude, let me hate you. Like, please.
No, it's a lot like Dominic Mysterio. Like now that Dominic's heel, I actually like to hate him instead of when he was trying to be babyface. It was
Or
like,
like, oh man,
I
get off
just
my
hate this
screen.
guy. Yeah, like I hate him just because he's trying too hard, and now I hate him, because he's in the right spot. So I feel like Logan Paul's doing the right shit, and even having his, like I said, his logo there, I don't mind it now that it's less
Hmm.
invasive.
Yeah. And I think maybe he decided that too, you know, because maybe when he first saw it, he's like, you know what, that does look distracting. And like they finally made a deal. It's like, oh, well, like, why don't we just do this? Like, it makes more sense, you know?
Yeah, I'm sure there came to some sort of agreement. Like, nah, that looks better. Like that
Yeah.
looks way better because it looked 100% better. And
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. And then they could even do. I don't even wouldn't even mind more logos in there if they did them the same way where they were
Hmm.
translucent, or I don't know. It
Or
was good.
like either black or translucent. Like nothing
Yeah,
that's like when they're wrestling, it's going to take your eyes off of the wrestlers and just focus on the logo.
yeah. No, it was good. It was good. And then here the co-main event, and Bailey
Oh,
versus
man.
Io Sky. And first off, what do you think of the entrances? Bailey's was kind of like, I mean, she's hot, but
Oh, dude, I wish I was one of those guys bowing at her feet, dude. I wish, bro. I don't care if I'm overweight. I'll dress up like a sphinx,
like one of the
and
boys.
I know I'll carry her. I'll set her down, take her wings off, and I'll just read her like that. Oh man,
What was it? Io Skies was badass too. Her
yeah,
entrance.
hers was pretty good. That I
Yeah.
felt bad because like I was up like all day, got shitty sleep, so like I was like dozing off during this match, but I was able to catch it, and it was I legit half here should have main evented question mark because it was so good.
No, it was a
and
good
the,
match. It was a
and
good
the
match.
crowd was so behind it too. Like they were just
Hmm.
behind Bailey, like wanting to win, and they worked together well. Io and Bailey, like I was very surprised. I like this shit where Bailey's trying to go for a finisher, which she has that weird arm hook, and then she like throws him down. You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about?
The
Like that's
Rose.
weird, but then she like flipped out of it, like
Yeah.
if nothing happened. And the second time she did it, she like fucking spiked her head on the floor like Shawn
Yeah.
Michaels, like
She
that.
sold it. Yeah, she sold it real rowdy.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. And then Bailey's just a good seller. She's a good wrestler, and the right person won here. I'm behind Bailey. I wish I was behind Bailey.
I wish my belly was in her Bailey to belly.
I wish. I wish. Nah, man. I'll bow at her feet, bro.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. Yeah. I
Oh
think the
man.
whole body's glorious.
What
Um
what did you think about this match?
no, it was a good match. Again, I wish there was a lot of enough room to where she could have main evented. I guess this was good enough. They really did like steal. I feel like it could have been match of the night if it had been for the main event and all those rowdy surprises that went
Oh,
down.
dude. Can we talk about that now?
Yeah, yeah, but first let's just end with, I think it was a good match. Bailey deserves her time, and
Absolutely.
I wish there were like more nights for her to have main evented.
I feel like she's gonna get her time when she's actually going to main event that like a big pay per view
Yeah,
because she deserves it, man. Like if Charlotte and Becky Lynch get it, she deserves it too.
hmm yeah, yeah. Rhea
She,
Ripley, they all deserve to sit on our faces.
and
No,
she
no.
and she's I was wondering how old she was. She's 35.
Bailey.
Yeah.
Oh, so she's old. No.
she's, dude.
Past your prime.
Before we get to the main event, when Stephanie McMahon came out, I was like, dude, she looks so good. Like,
That was cool. That was really cool
yeah,
that
I was
she
like, she
opened
looks
up.
good. And I googled like how old she was. She's 47.
Really?
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, dude, she looks fantastic. She looks great.
I thought she was like 40, like or about to turn 40.
I thought so
Yeah,
too. No, she
yeah.
looks really good for her age. Like, she really does.
I like how she came out and did basically Triple H's thing. Like
Uh huh.
that was really cool. Like
They're getting their sound bits for the future promo packages so they can replace Vince McMahon.
poor Vince.
Fuck
I'm sure
Vince.
he's fine. I'm sure he's fine.
That little rascal him.
He's busy with whatever he's got going on.
He's fine. He could
Yeah.
chill. Oh man, I can't even fucking let me drink my water.
Uh lastly though, and this is what we were all waiting for, the main event. Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns, and this was Bloodline rules for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship. And what let me ask you, what did you think of this match?
My notes are like legit half a page. I don't know
Okay,
if you can see my notes.
I'll let you because mine are probably real short.
Okay. Um we'll start off with the entrances. Cody's was interesting, but I was like, hey, that sounds from Undertale. But then fucking Brandy came out
That
and
was cool.
she looks great.
She
She
does.
looks awesome.
Mhm.
And you can just tell like Cody's just like in the fucking zone, you know? Like he's at it and I'm just like, dude, you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Um that it was a bloodline rules match. I liked Roman Reigns's entrance too. It felt very grand too, like knowing that he's probably gonna take some time off, you know, well deserved too. That he's probably gonna take time off, like he was gonna drop the belt. Like it just felt like a grand entrance, like with the orchestra and
Mhm,
like you know people just the one ups in the air and shit like that.
mhm.
Uh, Before this match started, it had like it gave me goosebumps because this had like an actual main event feel to it. Like the crowd, when the bell rings, the whole crowd's fucking standing, they're yelling and cheering, and it's like they haven't even fucking locked up yet.
Let me real quick
Go ahead.
interrupt you. This match started at 9, right? Because I remember
It did.
when Bailey and Io Sky's match ended, I was all, it's 9 o'clock. I was all, are they gonna give a whole hour to this match?
Oh yes, that was my other note too because
Okay,
it says that they were at least gonna give him 40 minutes
okay.
for the
Because
match.
that's what I noticed. Because I was here like doing homework, and then I saw Bailey's end, and I was all about time because I was like doing homework and shit. And I was
Hmm.
like, it's 9 o'clock. They're gonna give a whole hour to this match. What's gonna happen? Like,
And not only that, it's I was amazed too because I felt like the entrances went by so quick
hmm
too, especially that they both had like special entrances.
hmm
Um, dude, it's what a fucking match. What a match. This is credited to Richard because it cracked me the fuck up when Roman Reigns says, "My company, this is my company, you little bitch." That I put in parentheses Randy Savage because Richard said he sounded like Randy Savage when he quoted that. You know, this is my little ring, little bitch. Like it just sounded so weird. And Richard's like, ew, fucking Randy Savage said that shit. So shout out to Richard.
Did your
Um,
boyfriend make you that outfit? No.
well, yes, he did. We've been in love for 3 years. Um, it was man, dude. When did I start marking crazy notes? Because Roman Reigns did the crossroads, and he actually did that pretty fucking good.
hmm
So I started writing shit down, and then when I started writing shit down, I was like, oh my god. So during the match, I'm like, who's gonna fucking interfere? I was like, oh shit, here comes Jimmy. Jimmy interferes. And then, oh shit, here comes Jay. And then he fucking spears Jimmy off the stage, which
Uh-huh.
I was scared because you see the table like slide, and I thought like they missed the table completely. But you can tell there was like that one, like there was a decent sized gap where it's just nothing but concrete that they probably hit. Um, so Jimmy interferes, Jay interferes, and like they're just going back and forth, dude. These two guys are so fucking good at kicking out at 2.9 seconds. I was like, oh, fuck. Like I'm all into it. Um, there's the Kings are kicking out at 2.9. There was a spear through a barricade. I think Cody did that to Roman, right? Where he speared him through the
No, I thought
barricade.
really, I thought it was the other way around. I don't remember. All I remember is they always go through that breakable barricade that's like
Yes.
part of the set.
And then So interfered, obviously. I
Yeah.
was like, dude, watch this be a fucking bloodline rules match. And Solo's still gonna show up in a fucking disguise, make it seem like it's not him. And then sure enough, like he shows up and he's like in his attire. I was like, man, dude, fuck yeah. And I was like, I wonder who's gonna come out. There was a spear and spike combo, which I think is badass.
Yeah.
Cody kicks out of
I
that.
was like, how is he gonna kick out of that? That's
Oh, he kicked out
ridiculous.
of that.
Yeah, he did 2.9.
Then fucking John Cena comes out.
I called that. I was here and I was like, I bet you John Cena's gonna come out because of the match he had with Sikoa last year of him. He lost, right, to Sikoa?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he beats the shit out of Solo, AA to Roman, AA to Solo through the table. And then fucking Rock comes out and he's just cussing like a motherfucker. Like, oh, you motherfucker, you're gonna fucking fuck up this match. Like, you piece of shit, whatever.
Yeah.
They're staring each other down. And then Rock gives him a fucking rock bottom. After rock bottom, he's like, oh, get the fuck out of my ring. I was like, damn, bro. Oh, shit.
And
And then,
then from here, I was like, Stone Cold has to come out.
dude,
Right? Like,
so
yeah.
I'm sorry not to cut you off,
No,
but
that's
acknowledging
what I
my
thought. That's what I thought.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, my friend Juan was saying, oh, what if Undertaker comes out? Like I was like, nah, dude, that's fucking stupid. The Shield starts playing, and I'm like, who the fuck is coming out? And I was like, dude, it can't be Ambrose, it can't be
I
Moxley.
know. That's what I thought too. It can't be John Moxley. It can't be.
Well, okay, so before I continue on, like, what are your thoughts going through everything so far?
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Like I said, I knew I felt like John Cena was gonna come out when the Shield played. I was like, there's no way Moxley's gonna come out. And Seth Rollins just comes out and gets hit all quick, like with a Superman punch, it gets taken out. And I'm like, Stone Cold has to come out. I was like, it has to be Stone Cold.
Dude, my friend kept telling me it's like, dude, it's like Stone Cold's gonna come out, but I'm just like, why? Like, he has nothing to do with the bloodline, I think.
But he has a huge history with The Rock. That's why. And then whenever it was speculated that, oh, John Cena and Stone Cold are going to be a part of WrestleMania, right? So that was just like my thoughts. And then with John Cena, I was like, it's got to be Stone Cold. And then continue on with your notes. The Undertaker, right, comes
The
out.
Undertaker fucking pops out of all fucking people. My friend Juan next to me is so hyped. He's like, I fucking called it. I called it. I'm just like, why the fuck is Undertaker out here? And like, but like, I'm excited though. I'm not saying it like in a negative way, you know?
I thought it was badass too.
And then he fucking chokeslams the Rock, and I couldn't stop laughing. Oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing because after the chokeslam, the light goes off, and like the Rock and Undertaker are both fucking gone.
Yeah, he took him with him. He
took him back to
him.
hell. And then I was just like, where the fuck is everybody? Like, where did the Rock go? It looks so fucking funny.
Oh, dude,
but
whenever, and even going back to when Cena and Rock were in the ring, and they were just staring at each other, and they both like looked out to the audience. I was like, well, this match is suddenly not even about Roman and Cody.
I know, man. Dude, everything that happened up to this point was just like end game shit.
Yeah.
Legit end game, dude.
Yeah,
and like the whole time, I was a fucking sucker for it. I'm like, dude, give me more, please. And I was like, you can't have this much of a hype where like emotions are high and then bring it down with Roman winning, right?
Well,
and I was like, right?
And then I thought too, who's booking this? Tony Khan. He has every single person coming out. I thought they were gonna have a Dusty Rhodes hologram or a
Dude, I don't give a
Yokozuna.
bionic elbow to everybody.
Yeah, a Yokozuna hologram or like I thought they were gonna fucking do all this crazy shit after
Dude,
that.
it was just so fucking crazy. And then, sure enough, Cody Rhodes hits the 3 crossroads and fucking pins and fucking wins, man.
Yeah, I was like, what? Hell yeah,
Dude, I cheered. I was like, yes,
yeah.
yes, and like I'm high fiving everybody. And dude, I couldn't believe it. He actually finished the fucking story. Like, good on him. And not only that, it was Roman Reigns was champion for 1,316 days. That is fucking crazy. That's like what, like almost 4 years?
Yeah, I'm about to say that's a
Oh,
long fucking time.
that's a long fucking time. And like, give credit where credit is due. I know we always talk shit about Roman Reigns, but dude, what a fucking reign! Like, no pun intended. Like, what a championship reign that he had for almost 4 fucking years. Like, I still cannot believe like it ended. It
Well,
just feels fake.
here's one thing though. It ended. It was like 9:35 when the match ended, right around 9:35, 9:40. So I was like, something's got to happen. Someone else is gonna come out, or they're gonna say Bloodline rules, start this match over again. I thought something was gonna happen, but no,
Mm-hmm.
they just gave time for all the baby faces to come out, congratulate him. He was congratulating everyone. They gave him like a lot of time to do it.
And not
And
only that, I thought MJF was going to come out too.
dude, I thought MJF was gonna come out. I was like, he has to come out. He has to. Like, this is it. This is gonna be it. But
Like,
nah.
it was just like from when the last pin happened to the end of the show, it was just like a long period where I'm just
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm on edge. Like, dude, something's gonna happen. Something's gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it just cuts off, and I'm just like, oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, I don't think I could have taken anymore, dude. Like, I was just so overwhelmed with emotion and excitement and all the stars. Give it all the fucking stars. I
Mm-hmm.
don't care if some of the shit didn't make sense. Like, if it felt long, I don't give a fuck. It did not. I don't think it felt long either way because I was just actually invested. And man, dude, I'm over here like I'm giddy. I'm just so fucking happy. It's over, man.
No, I just wonder, like they said at all the press conferences too, like it's only the beginning. Like, well, where does it go now? He's the champion, like it could only get better, the story. And it feels like, yeah, like everything's so hot now. Like I'm excited where everything else is going, because it
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't end here. It actually keeps going.
Yeah. So what's your overall opinion on night two?
It was a lot better than night one. Night one was like,
I agree.
yeah, it was like a lot better, and I think the opening was like the highlight of yesterday's show. I think the Bailey Io Sky was the better match of today's show, but the
Mm-hmm.
opening too was pretty great with Drew McIntyre losing to Damian Priest or whatever, and all the stars at the end. I'm pretty damn sure Stone Cold was supposed to be there instead of the Undertaker because he didn't look dressed. The Undertaker, like, I think they
Mm-hmm.
had planned Stone Cold and they couldn't get him, but the Undertaker was there. He's like, hell, I'll come out. I don't give a fuck.
I I agree. The more I think about it, I do agree. Because like one of my friends kept telling me like, "Oh, dude, like what if Stone Cold shows up?" I was just like, "Why the fuck is he gonna show up?" But then again, it's like you say, because just because John Cena and Stone Cold's face were on like the trailers when Rhodes was getting his ass beat by The Rock, and I was like, just because of that, like, I
Well,
mean,
and then
like,
the history he's had with Stone Cold, where they've had like the biggest rivalries.
mhm,
It really doesn't make the Undertaker. Yeah, he's great, but he didn't really have the biggest rivalry with The Rock. I'm sure
yeah,
he's had rivalries with him, but not anything compared to like Stone Cold and The Rock, to where that would have made sense for him to come and just be like, I'm just here to whip your ass. I don't even care who wins
yeah,
this match.
yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
not, when you mention it that way, like how you said Stone Cold and The Rock had a bigger rivalry, like in
Hmm.
history, I understand now. That does make sense. But like at the time, I was like, I don't know. That's kind of pushing it. I was like, they were saying Dustin was there, and I was like, oh, like I could see Dustin coming out to help, but like he gets his ass kicked, whatever.
That would have been cool. I don't think they
I,
would have allowed it, but that would have been cool.
yeah, that's how I felt too.
Hmm.
But man, dude, what a fucking night of wrestling!
What a week! What a
What a
week!
week!
A week!
Yes, dude. After night two finished, like me, Richard, and Juan, like we're just chilling on the couch, and I'm just there, and like I felt just so drained because like my adrenaline from in my soul just like exerted from cheering for Cody Rhodes.
Whoa!
Whoa! Ah, man, dude, I just have the biggest smile on my face. It was just so chef's kiss, 5 stars, match of the year. I don't give a fuck what anyone else says. It was just so good. It was
Yeah.
so good. Overbooked, and I expected it to be overbooked, and I do not care. It was just awesome.
No, it was a great end to it, and it's only I don't know. I look forward now to seeing what's gonna happen with Cody Rhodes, Gunther, fucking even Damian Priest, and fucking Bailey. Like, there's a lot
Hmm.
of I don't know. It's exciting.
I know, like a lot of people were shitting on Damian Priest for a little bit, but dude, he's a good wrestler. He
Yeah,
can put on really good matches. But it's like I saw on Twitter, someone saying it sucks that Damian Priest's best match was against Bad Bunny, like out of all people. And I was like, I guess so. I don't know.
that was a good match. I don't think it was his best match. I think they just don't look at him as well as they look at other people. But I think he's just as good.
Yeah,
But yeah, or I mean, for sure, this could at least lead to the Judgment Day disbanding because they want to fight for the title too or something.
yeah.
And I think Finn Balor deserves some singles shit.
Oh, dude, he does, man. I love Finn Balor so much. I still feel bad about the Universal Championship and then him dropping it a day later because he got hurt.
Wasn't there that one when he fought Roman Reigns and the belt or the
Oh, the
ropes just broke?
turnbuckle.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it didn't explain like shit.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like,
He
oh,
was just like,
that just broke.
whoopsie.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, and then they were mentioning the accolades that Roman had, like all the people he wrestled, and they mentioned Edge and Daniel Bryan. I was like, damn, bro, I miss
They were
Daniel
meant
Bryan.
they were
Even though
mentioning
they're okay.
Sasha Banks. I hope they're okay. No, they were mentioning Sasha Banks too. I think right
Oh, did they
somewhere.
really?
Yeah, somewhere when they were mentioning like maybe Naomi, they were talking about her with Sasha Banks or something.
I remember hearing about that too. I
Yeah.
think it's just cool now. It's like you can just acknowledge it now, like without it being like forbidden. And man, dude, wrestling's just so cool, man. I love it.
Yeah, it's cool to be into wrestling now, which it's weird to say that, but yeah, it's cool.
Out
It's cool
of
again.
out of 10, what you call it? Out of 10, solo Sokoa thumb spikes, what would you rate WrestleMania weekend?
The whole weekend probably an 8. I'd say an 8.
I think
Yeah.
so too.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It lived up to the hype, and yeah, I just want to see now where it leads
Hmm.
mostly just because they were able to finish the story, and then even it could even lead to The Rock turning on Roman for next year. Who knows? I don't
Yeah,
know.
or like have it at like Saudi or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, hell
Yeah,
yeah.
like they could have it up the road, and I'm just glad The Rock didn't get injured. You know, dude, like that. Honestly, that was my main worry, and but he just looked great. Like he took a bunch of crazy bumps, and like he still walked out like unscathed.
Yeah, yeah, he did. He looked good. He didn't
He
skip a
he
beat.
won with a people's elbow. Can you believe that?
I can't actually. I
Oh,
love wrestling.
oh,
Uh,
so great.
Before we go, we'll look at a few botches and spots here that'll lead us into next week. I think. Here's one thing. Tony Khan next week is airing the CM Punk Jack Perry footage from All In on Dynamite. It's not bait and switch. Multiple people in AEW confirm that it is 100% airing. Tony Khan was very upset with CM Punk's interview with Ariel Helwani. TK wanted to air the footage a long time ago, but for whatever reason he did not, but he's doing it now. What did you think when you saw this graphic?
Oh man, I hate their mustaches. Um, who does this benefit? You know?
I don't know. That's why, like, I mean, I'm sure we could talk about it, like I said, for the next podcast. That's why we're kind of saving the
Yeah.
interviews because we could talk about them the next week that coincide with this.
Mhm.
But I thought it was going to be, I don't know if it's real footage or if it's going to be the Dark Order doing some skit. I don't know. Like,
Right.
it could be anything.
Um, for audio listeners, no pun intended. We're looking at a graphic from AEW Dynamite with the Young Bucks, and it says the Young Bucks presents backstage footage from All In London. I will discuss for the first time live Wednesday, 8/7 Central on TBS. But I just don't know who this is gonna benefit because it's like you talk shit about CM Punk, but it's like he's doing fine over here. Like he's just airing what he experienced over there. I think this is just pure haterade. This ain't
Oh, yeah.
Prime. This is just haterade, you know?
No,
I
because even and there was another interview with Cody Rhodes with the same guy, Ariel Helwani,
mhm.
and he was saying nothing but pretty much great things about AEW. How like, oh, I built it, I was there when and helped build it. I have nothing but respect for blah blah blah. He just started hating it. I think at the end when they said, "Oh, they did my wife wrong," like at the end of it, like he was mad. He was mad how they like labeled Brandy or something at the end of
Like
it. I
the
don't know.
fans or the people backstage?
I'm not sure. He just didn't
Hmm.
like how she was being represented there, and
Uh,
that's what he was like upset about with
that makes
AEW. But
sense.
otherwise he showed nothing but like, oh no, I love AEW. I love what we did
Hmm.
there. I love my time there. Blah blah. But yeah, we'll see what happens with this. I really don't know. And yeah, like you said, who is it to benefit? It won't benefit anyone.
Like, like I know we're gonna go to the next thing, but it made me upset that what was it? Was it Collision or Dynamite that where Edge was talking about? I'm sorry, Adam Copeland when he was talking about, oh, like this is all the negative shit like y'all been hearing. The only thing you hear that this is where the best wrestle, and even FTR like they chimed in their 2 cents, like defending like the workplace. And I don't know if they were aiming at CM Punk directly, FTR, but then if you watch that Ariel Helwani video with CM Punk, he's saying great things about FTR.
Yeah, he's just
And
hating like that Tony Khan isn't there to like really run a company. He's like Tony Khan's a great guy. He's a great friend, but he's a terrible boss, and
yeah, the quote I get from it, it's if you're more focused on having a great wrestling match in half an empty arena, we're not in the same business.
yeah, exactly.
And I'm like,
And
dude, yeah, absolutely.
no, it's I don't know. And I know you and I have dealt with it in work, not to the same sense of a company like this, but where you just can't be friends with your boss. Like it's very hard to
Uh huh.
get for work to actually get done when you're friends with your boss. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, and I could see it even in our professions when we were, normal. You were a shrimp salesman, and I was
Mm-hmm.
a lonely farmer, and
Lonely farmer, yes, yes, yes. Shrimp boat,
yes, you were a shrimp captain.
shrimp captain, shrimp boat, fried shrimp, coconut shrimp,
Man, coconut
shrimp
shrimp's the
cock.
best, the best. What do we have here next? Oh, here's no hands, no pants
Oh
stunner.
god, I saw this earlier.
What's Eddie gonna do? Oh,
Now,
stunner!
for our audio listeners only, this is a GCW match, and there's literally a naked man in the ring holding his hands over his pants like some sort of cartoon bit, and he gives this guy a no hand stunner, and he's just a naked wrestler.
It's just, yeah, just naked, has
He's
nothing
just
on.
butt naked, right?
Covering
Like
his junk with both hands.
that's his gimmick. He's just butt naked.
I don't know, dude. This is where I'm like, I hate wrestling. You're bringing me down, Lorenzo.
I thought I'd end with some stuff to bring us down.
Oh man, I so weird. Oh, please play this. This is
Yeah,
great.
here's now the context of this was when what's it called? Ryan, what the fuck? Who's Ryan?
Randall. The
Randall Kensington. When Randy Orton and Kevin Owens were getting away from Grayson Waller and Austin Theory.
Center where Randy Orton and Kevin Owens appear to be heading toward Lincoln Financial Field looking for Logan Paul.
dude, that is so funny. Oh my god.
And the reason this makes me laugh, I love Double Dash. I really
Oh,
wish
dude, Double Dash is so fucking good.
I don't know why they haven't brought back Double Dash. Like it'd be perfect for online play.
I actually have Double Dash right here. See, I'm a real fan.
Oh shit, you do. I don't know if I sold my copy. If it's still on the shelf, it might be.
I got the manual and everything.
Damn, complete. Oh
I
my
know,
god,
man.
that goes for a bit.
Hell yeah, dude!
At
All the
least $90.
GameCube games,
At least $90,
dude.
complete.
$90? I'm just kidding.
At least 90 complete.
Nah, man. And then the best sports game ever. I know we're off track, but Super Mario Strikers.
Oh, I thought you were gonna show like a Def Jam, but I don't think you can afford a Def Jam.
Oh, dude, I wish
game
I could
for the
afford Def
GameCube.
Jam.
No, that shit's too expensive on
It's too
GameCube.
expensive, man. I want to fight as Red Man and Ice Tea.
No, those games are expensive.
I know, dude. It breaks my fucking heart.
Here is, and I know we'll probably go into this next week, but this cracked me up. Gravity has been released by AEW, and this was when this was coincidentally right after CM Punk did that, pipe bomb over Tony Khan, and then he has these releases. And then here's a clip right here of the next Dynamite.
2 consecutive snaps.
Oh shit, dude! Why is that so great?
And if you're just listening, it's showing a guy floating away from
after doing a springboard
because Gravity has been released and Gravity's
oh
no
man, dude.
AEW.
That shit is so fucking funny.
That sucks because I remember seeing Gravity and I was like, "That he's not bad."
Do you really? I don't remember Gravity at all.
He wasn't bad. I just remember that name and I was like, "That's a pretty heavy name." No, that's
nice.
That's a pretty big name to live up to. Being Gravity, you know.
But you're like 150 pounds most.
Yeah, like, are you heavy or can you float? What's your thing? Because Gravity
he just goes, yes.
He's just C. No, a couple more things here. Oh, here's the Hall of Fame. I don't know if you noticed anyone in the background during this interview.
I did. No, seriously. Seth versus.
Hey, Keith Lee.
I don't know. Did you see when this happened? Because I was like, it can't be an accident that Keith Lee just showed up right with the interview with CM
I don't know because I know he's married to Mia Yim.
Mm-hmm.
And
you a who? No. You a what?
I gotta go. Nah, dude, I miss Keith Lee. I'm just glad to see him on my TV, even though it's just like this.
I don't know, man. Like there was whenever a lot of the people remember were released from WWE and they went to AEW, and we had all this hope for them. Like one of them was Keith Lee, the other one was what's her name, Ruby Soho. I remember having all this hype for her, and they just wasted it. You know,
yep.
Like, it breaks my heart like that. Especially him and Ruby Soho. Those are like the best examples where they had all this shit going for them when they got released and cut, and then went over there, and then it just died down
It
because
sucks
weren't
because they're
they
both
weren't booked
so
right.
great.
Yeah, they are actually both really great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Man, I'm happy with him. Do you follow him on Twitter?
No.
He's the way he tweets. It's just like I feel like he reaches the source for fun. Like he just sounds very intelligent. I'm just like, I need to know what I'm reading, and then like I fucking look it up myself. I'm like, oh, he's just talking about Final Fantasy. Like good for I wouldn't know because I don't play Final Fantasy.
He gets all those signs, those references. Like, did you keep seeing that Peppa Pig one? Right in the middle of WrestleMania. There was
Yes, the
Peppa
Nine
Pig
Inch Nails.
sign. Yeah, I was like, what does that mean?
Dude, it's so
What does that
stupid.
mean?
Oh man. Oh, speaking of signs, do you watch Maven's videos?
I do. I didn't watch his most recent one because
You should because he talks about the WrestleMania match he had with Goldust. And
uh-huh.
it's funny because there's like one spot Goldust does, and then they go to the hard cam, and then you just see someone raise up a sign in the crowd that says Goldust raped my dad. I was like, what the fuck, ninjas? I'm like, yo, dude. I was like, 2002 is crazy.
I mean, he could have, and
Probably.
they were crazy. All of them,
I know they're all crazy, man.
dude. A lot of shit comes out after years. Lastly, here I have, and I didn't watch this video yet. I wanted to see Otis. This whole time has been calling Io Sky Leo. He thought that's how it was pronounced. And
oh no.
this was one of the events where I was like, dude, there's so many things going on in WrestleMania. Whenever there was like, oh, there's a eating Philly cheesesteak eating contest between Tommaso Ciampa, Otis, and
No, that's not
oh, I'm sorry, who's that? They're all the same to me.
Tozawa.
There we go. They're all the same.
Oh,
they all
shit.
look like the most generic man on this
Dude,
planet.
that is so funny.
Let's-
Because he does look bald there, though.
Who is it again?
Akira Tozawa. That's the one
Okay.
that's partners with Otis.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Man, that's so
I'm
funny.
sorry. Okay,
Watching he zooms in, it's actually Tommaso Ciampa, and I'm the fucked up one.
let's see this clip here.
I've been seeing Leo.
Wait.
Oh yes. Wait. So wait, I've been seeing Leo this whole time. Huh? Yeah, I go, hey Leo. I go, hey Leo Shrey.
Leo?
That wasn't it.
No, that is.
Oh, I feel bad now. She responds to it.
You've been calling her Leo. Sure.
Nobody corrected me on the tours either.
How long has this been going on?
Oh, it's a better. I mean,
Years?
I go, hey, Leo, how are you?
Leo? You've never seen her name?
She goes, Otis, yeah.
Oh, no, dude. That is fucking funny.
Dude, anytime Big E's around, it just everything's.
Oh man, I love Big E,
hilarious.
dude, so fucking much.
I think I saw that they said they asked him about him coming back, and he said that's up to me now. Like that they pretty much like cleared him. But it's just whenever he's ready.
Hey, maybe tomorrow, the Raw after Mania.
But I could
don't
see
get my
him
hopes up
being
too
like afraid to like. Well, not afraid, but not wanting to jump right back in too soon. I mean,
absolutely.
Yeah, especially after that, just shit almost breaking your neck and just the
being
strength of your neck.
So much fucking muscle, it saves your life.
Just a big meaty man
God.
saves your fucking life.
Big meaty man bumping meat.
But yeah, that's WrestleMania weekend, everyone. I want to thank all y'all for watching this, listening to this wherever you are, as long as the Earth's still around with the eclipse and all the rockets shooting everywhere. If that went down, I don't know, but yeah, what do you want to say to the people, Gabe?
If that does go down, we release new episodes every Monday, so that's still gonna go on. I don't know if we'll be here. They'll pop up somehow, I'm assuming.
Well,
Oh yeah, they're on auto. every week.
but honestly though, thank y'all for listening, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that fun stuff. You know, it always helps out the channel.
Thank y'all so much for dealing with us, and yeah, I want to thank Gabe for being here. Thank y'all for listening.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
see y'all next week with more wrestling, everything. That's all, kayfabe guys. See y'all later. Bye.
Latest.